What's up with the what's up?
Word, welcome to another episode of Talking Sports with TnO. I'm your host, Aggressive O.
And I'm your co-host this week, Angry Ted.
And we're gonna get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we get... Hey, they call it in already. Wow, ain't that something? Hey, man, answer the phone, man.
Ho. He no here.
Alright, back to the basics, man. As you can see, we got our notes today for this episode. You know, the NCAA tournament has got underway, and it's been a lot of upsets in the first round.
Yes, it has. And you know, it's a lot of bracket busters. And if you need any information, I keep telling you, ladies and gentlemen, come right here. You know what I mean, for the hostess with the mostest, you know what I mean, for your sports updates and your predictions. You know what I'm saying? We do make those predictions, and we're not always 100% right, but we could definitely give you some tips, you know what I mean, to help get your pockets a little bit fatter.
Yeah.
But with that being said,
hey,
right into it, man. What was your biggest upset so far, thus far?
Man, I'm pissed off right now.
Well, we get right into it. Tell the people why, bro.
I'm pissed off right now. My bracket is shot, man. I'm gonna go to my phone, man, because
here we go.
My bracket is shot, man. I got, you know, I had USC beating Providence. Providence took care of business. Also had Arizona beating Wichita State.
Well, my upset, you know what I mean, that was a bracket buster, and it's kind of strange, it's kind of crazy. You had those smart motherfuckers up in Yale, they came out, man, and they pretty much shocked the nation.
Hey, man, just because they smart don't mean they can't play ball.
Well, actually it does, because, you know, you need some smarts on that court. It's a team sport, I keep telling people. One ball, if you play team ball, you're always, team ball beats talent any day. And you know, you might say, damn, why you say that, Angry Ted? That sounds crazy. Because it's only one ball. I take the most talented player, and you see it every day in the NBA and college, and put him on the team, Ben Simmons. You see what happened to him. He's the most talented player on his team, but around him, he didn't have the proper players. And you see with Yale, they obviously had the proper players to carry him in a big win. And an upset.
I mean, hey, man, they riding the wave now, man. You never know what happens, man. That's why they say, man, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
And that Cinderella story with that glass slipper, you know what I mean? They
12 beating the 5, man. That's been the thing. That's been the thing in tournaments for the past couple years, man. 12 beating the 5, man. So it's getting to a point where your rankings don't even mean anything.
Yeah, well, it definitely does. You know what I mean? You throw the ball in the air and let the rest speak for itself. And with that being said, we got the local teams going today. Some of them are underway.
Nova took care of business. Shout out to Nova, man.
Nova
you know,
doing their thing.
You know the main line, baby. They up in the main line.
Hey,
Shout out.
We need, listen, our professional team ain't doing so well, so we need something to carry us. You got St. Joe's going later on this evening, and you got Temple in the mix right now.
Yeah, they currently down to Iowa, 21-13.
And it's still,
you know, we got the ticker, baby. Hey, man, this is a sports show, so we got to keep you up with the latest.
And it's still early, but you know, I see TU squeaking that thing out, and I'm kind of pulling for them, you know, the hometown discount type thing. You know, but like I said, it's exciting games, man, and this March Madness is captivating, bro. It's captivating, and it's a lot of money to be made. Again, I put that right out there. There's a lot of money to be made. But with that being said, we're gonna get right into this NHL thing too, man.
Oh man, Flyers riding away 4-0-1 in the last 5 games.
And this is my is my word. The Flyers, for lack of a better term, are on fucking fire right now. You got Wayne Train. The Wayne Train is rolling.
Claude Giroux.
And you know, G does what he does. You know what I mean? One of the most underrated, in my opinion, captains in the NHL right now. Still is not really getting his respect. I mean, you know, been left off the team Team Canada, you know, for the last 2 years, which is to me, is blasphemy, man. You know what I mean? He's clearly one of the best players in the NHL after Malkin, Crosby, and Ovechkin. So I don't understand why the league continues to not recognize this guy. And again, it goes back to what I said in previous shows. The biasness towards the Flyers continues to, you know, kind of crop up, you know, from those 70s teams who used to beat the shit out of people, and also had skill on that team.
Yeah.
Don't forget Bobby Clark.
But see, that's the thing, man. Guys, you know what I mean? Not to cut you off, Angry Ted, but that's the thing now, man. They want more skating and scoring versus beating the hell out of the player. I mean, the Flyers are known as the Broad Street Bullies. The Broad Street Bullies. And that's what we got to get back to. And I mean, I don't give a damn what the Flyers, what this, the NHL League want. We gonna give them hell on ice.
And I can definitely agree. I agree with you 150% with that. But not only, just to kind of like, jump on your point there, not only do they have the potential to be a physical team, they also, with guys like Radko Gudas, with the physicality, Wayne Simmons, who I mentioned earlier, Braden Shen, who's throwing his body around now. You also got guys like Pierre Belmar stepping up. You got Ryan White, fourth line guy.
I can say his name now.
Say it. I need to hear it.
Gosh, this bear,
and
baby.
the ghost of Christmas past. He's doing his thing. As you can see, I got my playoff beard already growing. And it's growing and it's intact. You know what I mean? By that time, I might look like the Black Jesus out this thing before it's over.
Hey, listen, man. the Flyers are on a roll, man. And this week they got the Pittsburgh, Battle of the State.
Battle of the State. They always a physical game.
Which they hate us. We hate them.
And you know what? Speaking of Pittsburgh, I once took a trip up to Somerset County, Can't really explain why, you know what I'm saying? But, for those in the hood, you understand where I'm coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? And I was out there, and, this so happened the Flyers, the last time we were in the playoffs, we faced the Pittsburgh Penguins. And me being, the guy I am, I said, fuck it. I'm out here, I'm representing Philly, I'm a Flyers fan. I wore my shit all throughout the county, with the target on my back. Even called their radio station, talk some shit, and we were pummeling them, had them down 3-1. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of guy I am. So I look forward, not to going to some of that St. County again, but looking forward, after Saturday to being able to talk my shit again, to those Pittsburgh Penguino fans, as I like to call them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, he's pussy.
Yeah, back to hockey, man. As you can see, man, like, I'm starting to get more in tune with that sport because my co-host Angry Ted, he's an avid fan of the sport. I think he watched that more than any other sport. That's just what he do.
That's the only thing going on right now.
But I can understand why now, because that's the only thing we got to root for right now, because football season is a couple months away. We're not even going to get into that right now. We're going to keep the wave running, man.
Exactly.
The Flyers, man. It's funny we talk about hockey because, like, they don't get the respect that they deserve.
Never did.
Those guys got to learn how to skate, control a puck, and know how to swing it without falling and keeping your balance.
Exactly.
I mean, that sport is real difficult.
It's a very difficult sport. It's like football on skates, and it's very difficult, man, when you got guys going damn near 50, 60 miles an hour on skates trying to knock your block off and retrieve the puck from you. And you got a puck coming at you, you might get a slap shot going like 105 miles an hour. And to put your body in front of it and basically dive and block a shot.
So
kudos to those guys, man.
It's not only difficult, it's dangerous, man. Like,
exactly.
You got guys losing their teeth, getting their nose broke, eye sockets reconstructed.
Definitely.
So they lay their body out there, man, and for them to have an opportunity to extend their life of playing this season and going into the playoffs, man, that's something to look forward to, man. They one point out with the Red Wings, Detroit, and they 4 games out. I'm not gonna say games, 4 points out of the race with Pittsburgh. Starting this week, we can close that in half.
Close that gap and pretty much kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go right up on Detroit and also close the gap in between us and Pittsburgh and kind of like create that, gain some traction on one team and create separation for another. But with that being said, we're gonna go right into this NFL. You brought something up, man, and I hate to do it, but this guy just won't leave us, man. He's like a fly to shit, like a gnat in the air that you want.
Gnat at a barbecue, man.
This guy, man, and when gnats get at a barbecue, them motherfuckers feast, baby. They feast.
Yes, they do.
Well, it depends on what type of barbecue you go to.
And I heard some, as part of my angry moment, but I'm gonna speak on it and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Chip Kelly is a fucking liar.
He does it again, ladies and gentlemen. Look, stay tuned, because when that angry moment hits, oh man, you gonna want to hear this.
He's a liar.
You gonna want to hear this. But
let's go to let's touch on that basketball.
A little bit of basketball, as you know. big games this week. You know what I mean? The Wily Vets, the Golden State Warriors take on the Wily Vets, the San Antonio Spurs. It's
gonna be a good
back-to-back contest. Possible Western Conference Finals.
No, not possible. Yeah, possible, because you can't leave OKC out.
You can't leave them out. They still, you know what I mean?
You got Portland still, you know, you got a couple teams out west that can make a run.
Exactly.
But we speaking of, you know, Golden State and San Antonio.
And with that being said, I'm telling you right now, I like the Wily Vets in a 7-game series over Golden State any day. For a simple reason is, one, you know, you got guys that been there, done that. You got the healthy team coming down the stretch, what Popovich does. And how the hell he gets away with this, it baffles me.
He's a smart coach.
You know what I mean? He rests guys during the season, knowing that he can still win with the other talent that he has.
Which makes them better. Which makes them better, because if you resting guys, if you resting your star players,
exactly,
you know, letting them get healthy, and you got guys stepping up, that makes you deep in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Your bench becomes deeper.
And it's strong, and you become a stronger team. And that's why I think that they can pretty much be the team that shocks the world and beats Golden State.
It wouldn't be a shock.
I mean, well, for some people, you know, the bandwagon is definitely with the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? You know that thing is full. That bandwagon is definitely full.
No more space.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got no more
space. You know,
space.
so you know, people tend to jump on board and just ride that wave and then say all types of crazy shit without really thinking about, you know, the strategic parts of the game.
Get out of the Western Conference for a minute, man. That Eastern Conference full too, man. Oh, everybody talking Cleveland, man. Guess what team I got making some noise?
What team you got?
The Miami Heat.
Nah,
yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm not buying what the fuck you selling right now, brother.
I'm telling you. Look at what they did. They got help.
Okay.
If Bosh can come back, they gonna make noise in the playoffs, man.
I throw my paper down.
They gonna make noise.
Chris Bosh.
They got Joe Johnson, D Wade,
Joe Johnson,
Luau Ding.
Fucking Joe Johnson is on his last legs, dog.
Come on, dog.
He's a dinosaur.
Listen, brother, I'm telling you. Have you been watching them?
Yeah,
you have. Obviously, you have.
No.
Yo, obviously you haven't. I'm telling you. Go back in the archives. Check your
Even the
stats.
sun shines on the dog's ass once in the blue moon.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
And they all will be stopped. One false move, and they'll get their ass whooped in the playoffs.
Okay.
And I'm not buying it, bro.
I'm telling you.
I'm not buying it. Even with Cleveland, I'm not buying them either. It's already talk about Cleveland.
So who in the Eastern Conference you got?
Anybody. It could be Toronto. It could be Washington.
Toronto.
Anybody.
Washington.
Yes, anybody. For the simple fact is, if you look at the fact that look at Cleveland. They're already in turmoil. You can't get Kevin Love to coexist with LeBron and Kyrie. Kyrie, there's already complaints out there in Cleveland that the team is not liking the way he's being a ball hog. And I told people this a long time ago. Kyrie Irving came in when they drafted him #1, win the league, and I'm saying that the league set the bullshit up in motion for them to get the #1 pick consecutive years. By the way, do that for the Sixers, please. When it
gotta do it for the Sixers. The fucking Sixers doing it for themselves.
Well, hey,
keep losing.
How can you be mad?
I ain't mad.
Exactly. But back to my point. When you got Kyrie Irving out there, and he was told when he was drafted, basically, here's the keys to the city, here's the keys to the team, you're the man. Oh, we got a chance to get LeBron because of a snafu and some bullshit. Oh, he comes home as
He was coming back anyway.
Okay, and he comes home as the superhero, the man that saved the day.
Anyway.
And Kyrie went along with it until the ego. And now the ego at the wrong time.
We knew that was
one ball, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you don't have a team, you have to have one superstar with a bunch of guys who know they're superstars in their own right, but willing to take the backseat. We've talked about this countless times.
I'm gonna say it again, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Watch out for the Miami Heat.
I'm not impressed, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's move ahead, man.
We got the baseball coming up. You know, spring training is still in
actually,
effect.
Philly's got a game. What was it, today?
Today, yes. A little spring training. But down there in Florida, Kyle Franco is tearing it up. I mean, I know it's spring training, it's still early. Pitchers are still feeling their way through, kind of like finding out, you know, what type of pitches they want to, you know, hone in and master. But if you can hit, you can flat out fucking hit. And this guy can flat out hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the second coming to Mike Schmidt or something like that, but we finally got an adequate third base after trying to shore up that position for years. You know, you had Cody Ashley over there. Before him, Pedro Feliz, who we really can't shit on because he helped win a World Series. He had a big hit in the World Series, but you really haven't had someone over there who you can identify with.
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know until the big leagues start. Spring training don't mean shit to me.
Oh, of course it don't. I'm not saying it does.
When the season start and you start going against them aces, we gonna see.
Well, bro, you're not gonna shoot my dream down. We ain't had a fucking winner here or a playoff team in a long time. I'm trying to ride the wave of positiveness.
Well, ride the wave with the Philadelphia Flyers.
I'm riding that wave, but
because as of now, don't talk to me about Phillies. Don't talk to me about Sixers. And the Eagles is a wait and see process.
How the fuck you gonna say that? We base our shit off these people.
Listen here. What I'm saying is, the Phillies ain't showing me shit.
Oh my.
Spring training is all well and good.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get an early prediction out of you.
Okay, and I'll give it to you.
What do you think on the upcoming season? With this upcoming season,
they might win 30 games.
30 games, bro, out of 182 games. 162, excuse me.
They might win 30.
That's fucking crazy. That's insane. I got him going to the wild card and being and shocking everybody. That's what I got him doing.
Damn, boy, you got a lot of hopes and dreams, boy.
Hey, man.
Yo, don't bet the ranch.
In the words of Harry Collins, I got high hopes.
hey, let's go to boxing, man. You know, we got North Philly's own, man.
Danny Garcia.
No, sir. Jesse Hart.
Oh, Jesse Hart ready to fight.
Jesse Hart fighting the Saturday,
Mr.
man.
Hart. Yes, sir.
Down South Philly, man.
Good luck, man.
For the city, the heart of the city, man. Shout out to him, man. We pulling for you, definitely.
Well, you know what? Definitely got to shout him out. You know, that last name is synonymous with this city name. Shout out to Kevin Hart as well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Jesse Hart can pull that thing out, man, and keep the city proud. And you know what I mean, keep going on and doing what he has to do, you know what I'm saying, in his career. And much luck and success to him, you know what I'm saying. With that being said, you know, let's go ahead on into this, you know what I'm saying, this other boxing situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying, the promotions, it's a possible fight coming up. Well, it is a fight coming up with, you got Adrian Broner versus Theo Payne. I forget his first name.
That's one of Mayweather.
One of Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
Gonna tear his ass up, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like Broner's persona, so to speak. I don't like his arrogance. But the kid can fight, man.
Okay.
And if he put his mind to it and stop bullshitting, he can be, you know, ranked amongst the best, man.
And I agree wholeheartedly. I think Adrian Broner, his whole problem throughout his career has been the flamboyance and the, you know, flash and dash. A lot of people have said he's been trying to act like he's a Floyd Mayweather or you know, one of those guys. And what I say is, I don't think it's him being Mayweather. I think his maturity, you know, he has to mature some and understand that, you know, boxing not only is a business, you know what I'm saying, it should be
your character. Your character, you know what I'm saying?
And you can make money. You know what I'm saying? And you're, like you said, your character. You know, how you come across on the camera, your humbleness.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People will begin to hate you.
Exactly.
You know, with the things you do and say. Like, you know, you really, to be honest with you, you got to start, you know, putting your mindset on what you want to become. Do you want to just be a good fighter? Or do you want to be a great fighter?
Amongst the greatest.
You know, amongst the greatest. Like, you can't speak Adrian Broner and Floyd Mayweather. You can't speak Adrian Broner and a Bernard Hopkins.
No, sir.
Or Oscar De La Hoya.
No, sir.
Or Shane Mosley. Yo, these guys are blood, sweat, and tears. These guys went out there and performed.
In
the ring.
On a big stage, too.
In the ring, on a big stage.
And
outside the ring, they kept their, you know, their personal life under wraps. And I mean, it gets out. You're a celebrity. It gets out. But for you to go on social media and throw change in the air,
you can't mention
Oscar with the drag queen shit. I mean, you know, hey man, it happens sometimes. But back to Broner, you know, I like you as a fighter, bro. And I'm gonna look in the camera and say this: I like you as a fighter, but I don't know what you're doing. You know, as far as, you know, your social media pages, I don't know if you're doing it for likes, but the things you do, it makes people that don't have that opportunity look at you in a different aspect.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta be humble to a point where, all right, I'm making this money. I am in the public's eye. So I'm not going to, shit on people that ain't get there yet.
And it's crazy you would say that because at the same token, you know what I'm saying, you see an Adrian Broner in the ring with the brash and the gold chains, and then he speaks, yeah, I took his bitch and I took his belts, you know what I'm saying? But then you see on YouTube, which I've had the opportunity to go on there and watch a couple of his fights, but then you see in the midst of that, him just driving down the street randomly and give a homeless guy $1,000. I mean, it's acts of kindness like that make you look at a guy and say, you know what, it's something inside that guy where he does have that type of character, where he has humility, you know what I'm saying, where he is humble enough to know that he came from the bottom and now he's on top, you know what I'm saying? So he does have that in him, but it's something about that spotlight, man, that just brings out the worst.
Speaking of boxing, your boy Pacquiao, man.
Oh, man, and you know what? We introduced a segment in the show, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks back, and we back on that train, you know what I mean? He does some great impressions, and we're going to start doing this, we're going to try to do this every show we do. So with that being said, we're going to go right into it. I'm going to interview my man Pacquiao right here, you know what I'm saying, and his thoughts on the Mayweather fight and possible, and his thoughts on him, Nike getting him out of here, basically terminating his contract for those gay slur remarks he made. So with that being said, let's go right into it. Manny, man, first of all, thank you for granting me this interview.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh man, that's wonderful, man. And I want to know how you feel, now that the Mayweather fight is in your rearview mirror. How's the shoulder, first of all?
The shoulder is getting better. The Mayweather fight, I go through a lot. The government, I be the senator in the Philippines, and I just want to apologize first of all to Nike for giving me the opportunity to showcase my skill in boxing, and then I want to fight Mayweather again.
With that being said, again, I'd like to thank you for this interview. What are there any other upcoming opponents that you're looking at other than Mayweather? A third fight with Timothy Bradley.
It's all about the my promoter, top rank. Bob Arum. He gave me the opportunity to fight at the Timothy Bradley. I don't know.
Before I don't want to hold you up. I want to let you go. I know you got some sparring sessions to get through with Freddie Roach. I see Freddie over here. Hey, what's up, Freddie? Let me get right back at it. With the possibility of you maybe entering the ring again. Are you looking to fight possibly on pay-per-view? And if so, where are the possibilities this upcoming fight might take place?
Well, the Bradley fight, I want to say we fight in Dali Stadium. I don't know, but the training I train, and I try to be more humble.
Well, with that being said, I want to thank you, Manny, for this time, that you've given us, man. And with that being said, good luck, man. And I hope everything works out for you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into this aggressive and angry moment. What's up with the what's up?
Word. And welcome to the
aggressive and angry moment. What's up with the what's up?
Word. I'm angry. No, I ain't angry. I'm aggressive. Oh.
See, he already fucking it up already. I'm Angry Ted, and we great give this A&A moment. And with that,
I'm gonna get right to it, man, because I've been holding. I gave y'all a little snippet of what I was gonna talk about earlier, about this lying ass Chip Kelly. I don't understand it, man. If this would have happened, our fucking organization would have been the dumbest organization in NFL history. This guy Chip Kelly, when they say he gonna give up the house, the car, and the horse stable, that's what the fuck he was trying to give up for Marcus Mariota.
Motherfucker.
He was giving up a 2015 first round pick, which was the 23rd pick or the 22nd pick we got last year?
22nd.
22nd pick. A second rounder, which was the 43rd pick. This year's first round pick, which would have been the 13th pick. Any quarterback on our roster. And any defensive player on our roster. That means Fletcher Cox. If they said, yeah, we won't take that deal, and we want Fletcher Cox, he was going to pull the trigger for Marcus Mariota.
So he wanted to lead an organization butt-ass naked with no covers outside.
Man, that fat motherfucker, I'm glad he in San Fran. Let him fuck that city up.
And you know what?
Because he tried here. It didn't work.
That's insane. That's insane. Well, Aggressivo, my angry moment this week is pretty much kind of like an angry moment and kind of like my opinion. In my opinion, college athletes should be compensated for their athletic ability. Legally. Here's why. What a lot of people don't tend to understand is these athletes come from urban areas and don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it the fuck out of. And you telling me that my talent is such where I can go to a university and pretty much put this university on the map where they can get TV deals, sponsorships, and be held into the highest of highest regards, all based on my athletic abilities and talents. Yeah, I agree with the free education and the scholarships, and that's all up well and good and fun and dandy. So while I'm getting my education in 3 meals a day, my fucking mother and father or whoever was responsible for raising me has to go back to the slums and live in that fucking shithole that I came from while I lived the high life. That's insanity. That's insanity. Because I am a college athlete or student athlete. That's just like holding down a job. It's no different than a college, a regular student who goes to work at McDonald's and still goes to school. You're doing a job. Might not be your profession that you're eventually going to be into, but it's a job. Pay these guys. These guys go out there and bust their ass to make the university look good, and yet and still, their only compensation is a free education?
At least.
Which is good. I'm not knocking the education. But you would cut out a lot of bullshit, and you would get keep a lot of guys out of trouble for getting hemmed up later on for taking
and stealing crab legs and shit like that.
So with that being said, NCAA, take a look at yourselves. Look in the mirror. Because you need to start compensating these college athletes. And with that being said, that's my angry moment. What's up with the what's up? Thank y'all for tuning in. And keep supporting us, y'all. We do this with y'all. And like I said, we around.
Better and better, y'all. I'm telling you. Don't ride the wave when we on. Ride the wave down.
And before we go, gotta give a shout out to my man, Dutch Man. What's up, bruh? Keep your head. Holla at us, y'all. Peace.
Word.